Hey, and good afternoon, Leanne here, and welcome. If you're watching, say hi in the comments so that I know you are here. Now, this is a little bit of a okay, let's do this. I'm not really prepared, nothing's really written out or anything like that, but spirit is pushing, and there is the need to listen. That is the way I look at things. So once again, please do feel free to share in the comments. I am not doing live readings today. I will be tonight with Roz on My Time TV at 8:30 Adelaide time, so you can certainly join in and ask the questions there. So we have Wendy here joining in as well, and Amy. So say hi, let me know that you can hear me okay and that you are joining in. I really just wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to share some stuff that I'm finding I'm going through. And we are certainly, hey Juanita, how you going, honey? We are certainly going through a lot of changes. Thanks, Amy. A lot of changes at the moment with energy shifts, with the way we are feeling, the things that we're taking on, and whatnot. And I am finding that it's not just me that's feeling this way. That the more people I talk to, the more that other people are going through similar things. So I thought I want to explain my experiences, my a bit of aha moment that I've had today with doing meditation. And it's funny because I just wish that spirit, in a sense, would give me things sooner so I don't need to sit in this energy. But at the same time, it's kind of like I felt like I've needed to go down this pathway, and it is about the lessons that we learn. And I'm a big believer in it is about the lessons we learn and how we move forward, not the mistakes that we make. So it's focusing on the future and how we move forward. Okay. For me, the last couple of weeks, I have been so tired and exhausted. Yes, I've been working away on the road and stuff like that, but this is a different tiredness. So it is very, we've got somebody there from YouTube coming through that isn't, that's not English coming up. So hi to you and everybody else that is joining in. So today I sat and I did some meditation. I literally made time and forced myself to sit because I feel like I am so backed up lately with all this stuff that I want to do to help myself evolve. And it's just like I feel like I'm trying to please people. People want this, people want that. The focus, it's like I sit here and I've got to the point, and this can become, and I apologize if I offend anybody in any way, I'm not meaning to. And I just feel like I'm sitting here and all I'm hearing is me, 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 me around me. Sort of thing. I want, I need, I want. And I just felt like I haven't had my space, my time. And it's funny because I actually chose some time last night to sit and do a meditation. And I started that meditation, and for one reason or another, it was like my husband got home from work earlier than he normally would be. And I honestly think now, looking back, that I wasn't meant to sit and do that meditation last night because I needed something to shift in me to have this aha moment that I've had today. So as I was saying, for the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling exhausted physically. My body hurts. Now, some of you know and have heard me talk about the fact that I have fibromyalgia, and it is like a chronic fatigue sort of thing. It's been quite in heightened lately. And it wasn't until doing this meditation today that I've realized why it is so in heightened, and I'm not balancing it as well as I normally would. So what is going on is so many people are going through so many changes. And it's one thing for me to help my clients through what they are going through and not take it on. Okay. So I have been able to set my boundaries in that side because that's their energy. The moment I step out of that space of like I hold that space for them, that sacred space for them to be able to heal and do what they need to. So Juanita does as well. Thanks, honey, for sharing. So when I give myself to step out, permission to step out of that space, because that work is done for now, we may pick up on another appointment, or I may step into that space with them at a later time to help them. That's one thing. They are my clients. They are paying me for their time. They are investing in helping themselves. But what I am finding is that for a long period of time in my personal life, I am taking on everybody else's energy. And it just feels like that everybody's going me, I. It doesn't come back with those people to the focus on me. So it creates that imbalance. So what happens is I'm holding that space for those people and trying to help them, but they're not wanting to help themselves because they aren't invested in themselves. They're not ready to make change. There could be so many different reasons why they're not willing to step into that space to create that balance. Okay. And I guess over the last couple of weeks, certain things have happened that I have gone, oh my God, that person or those people are so invested in themselves, so in a negative mindset, so drawn in within what's going in their life that they don't know how to make change or willing to make change or even want to make change. They like to sit in that heightened energy. And some of you have heard me talk about the different groups of energies over the years, that we sort of got the lower vibrational people, and I would say more the 3D people. Then we've got the people sitting in higher dimensions that are sitting more in that love space, willing to do and help anybody, willing to bring back, like, we'll have more of a balance, and sitting like called to step up in that sense, and they want to make change, not just for themselves but for the world in the impact that they make. All right. And like I said, there is no judgment in what I'm saying, and I'm not meaning to upset anybody, and I hope that people are taking a step back and looking at the way that they are. What is it that they're putting out there? What are they happy? What energy are they happy to sit in? Okay. And it was my aha moment today that in my meditation, my body went, oh my God, the aches, the pains, the exhaustion, the fatigue, the burning sensation that I'm holding onto and cannot find that balance in it at the moment is not my energy. It's the energy of these people that I am carrying, that I have tried to please. And to be honest, I'm really frustrated in myself at the moment because I am so freaking fed up with walking on eggshells with these people. And it's not just one people, there are multiple people in my life. So, and if any of those people take offense to what I am saying, I'm sorry, this is your issue, not mine anymore. Because I am now choosing to put me first and to allow my body to heal and to love it and give it permission not to find that it needs to protect me all the time. Okay. Because what we are doing when we hold on to that pain, that energy, it's our body going into flight and fight mode. Okay. Like I said, I've been fearful and walking on eggshells with people because I don't want to offend them. I didn't realize I had fallen back into that pattern or on this level, because it is very different to what I would normally go through. So for me, it's like today I've gone, I no longer care. All right. Now, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It is coming from love, not ego. So I'm choosing to release those people. I'm choosing to give my body permission to shed that energy and to make change. Hey, Jenny, Jane, Jaya, honey, as well. I am seeing people's comments. Hey, Sandra. Sandra says, me too, Leanne. I mowed my lawns and usually that's no problem, but I am feeling really sorry, buggered and not energetic. So let's take a moment let's look at why we are feeling this. Now, I know I am not the only one that lives with chronic fatigue. I know I'm not the only one with fibro or medical conditions and different stuff like that. But really, when we look at our body as an unhealthy way, what is it that we are, thanks, honey, what is it that we are holding on to? Okay. And it's funny because I can usually balance my health quite well. But lately, with the changes that have been going through, and I kind of kick myself for not taking a stand before now and seeing the bigger picture. So I know it's my body saying, I'm trying to protect you. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I can't keep doing this. All right. So I'm now choosing, and it's going to take today some SMSs or phone calls. And I actually feel like I need to do it through SMS because I don't feel these people are ready to hear what I need to say. But through SMS, I do feel like it's something these people will go back over and over and over and break it down, like nitpick it. All right. And then we will see responses on Facebook. And that's something else that drives me nuts is when I do something and it upsets somebody or these people, that you see the reactions on Facebook through the negative messages that they share. Hey, honey, how you going? Good to see you joining in. So for those who are just joining in, I am talking about an aha moment, and please do feel free to share what you're experiencing as well, because I know I'm not alone in this. It's just that Spirit has pushed the fact that I need to share, and that others are going to hopefully start to look at what's going on in their life and realize that their situations might not be the same, but the lessons are very similar. So Sandra's saying, you know what? I've been walking on eggshells since my mum passed, frightened to upset someone. Honey, you're tired. You're exhausted. My body hurts more thinking about your energy than my own. And this is what I want to ask people. Why do we feel the need to walk on the eggshells? Okay. If we need to walk on eggshells, something's not right. Okay. And usually when we are walking on eggshells, it's not our problem, it's somebody else's. And I'm all for helping people. But there has to become a time where we draw that line in the sand. Okay? And I'm drawing that line in the sand at the moment because it's a two-way street. When we in friendships, relationships, in the connections we make, no matter what we are doing, it's two ways. And yes, we always have things going on in our lives, and there's always somebody out there that is worse off than us. But when we find these victim energies, they are so heightened, it's all about them. Okay. Hey, Cheryl, how are you going, honey? And, Robin's here. Hey, hun. I've had to do that through my cancer. Hun, I'm sure you're going to be okay with this. And you have mentioned the cancer there. So I'm going to take this as a way of making a point to people. All right. And I'm going to get teary-eyed about this because I feel very emotional about this. Robin is a beautiful soul that I met quite a few years ago I think it was Port Lincoln we met first up, She has been to, and I'm sure you're not going to mind me saying this, to hell and back in the last 12 months with health issues. Obviously, she's indicated there it's her health with cancer, okay? So she has gone through major surgery. She has gone through chemo and she is now going through radiation. Unfortunately, Robin doesn't live close to areas that can provide these services that she is needed in her treatment. So she has to travel and push herself even further out of her comfort zones and be away from home and family and stuff like that. I quite often get on Facebook and I will see on my scroll when I open it up. And I do want to say, I don't go through my personal scroll very often because there's so much fucking negativity, excuse my French, in that. And it's all, posts, and people might not be saying things directly, but they are saying it through copying and pasting posts. I open my scroll, and I quite often, when I go to jump into my work stuff here, will see a post from Robin. Her beautiful big blue eyes and smile lights up my feed. And she is somebody that could sit back and go, I am the victim of this. Why me? You don't hear that from her, or you don't see that. Robin is, I admire you, honey, and I've got goosebumps around this, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that can say this, all right, that will say this. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you giving me the feedback to go ahead with that. Robin has had breast cancer. All right. So I will go a little bit further into it because I did click on that button and it didn't come up. So I know Robin also in her journey wants to make other people aware of what's of this stuff, to do the regular checks and stuff like that. So, and I know that's why she shares a lot of the information she goes through. Robin has just recently had some setbacks where she has got I think it was a staph infection that she got, and had to be flown to Adelaide for treatment and spend, a long period of time away from her family with that distance between them. Robin is somebody that could have quite easily gone, why me? Why do I have to go through this? And I'm sure she may have had her moments, but she has picked herself up. And I want to say she's put her big girl pants on, so to speak, and it's probably not the right referencing in this situation, but she has faced everything face on. She has had her moments on Facebook in tears, and there is nothing wrong with that. But in the next breath, you see her in the next post pick herself up. She has acknowledged her fears. She has gone, okay, I need to take this on, and I need to do what I need to do. Okay. She is one very strong-willed woman that is rocking this. And I hope, Robin, that when you get through this, and I see you getting through it, that you are already an inspiration for others, that you find your passion, because I know you've been trying to find where you fit for a while until recently, but you will help other women and other people going through this, not just necessarily with breast cancer. I want to say with illness in general with that, okay? Thank you, Deidre, for your hugs. Robin, thank you. I love you too, honey, because you are an inspiration. You are amazing. So for those people that are sitting in lower vibrations and that want to play the victim, that everything else is everybody else's fault, take a step back. Take a hard look at yourselves. Look at other people. Find people that will inspire you in what they have been through. Learn from their journey. Learn how they turn things around. Okay? Because when you actually start to view people and watch people, you see things. When we're in a victim energy, Robin, it is my pleasure, honey, and I have said nothing but the truth, and I admire you and the journey that you're on. Lorraine is sending hugs, and Robin is giving me smiley crying faces. Oh, honey. So please, we have choice in our life, and we can choose to throw the towel in, or we can choose to fight and push through. And when we do that, we focus on what is important. And something triggered me in the last couple of weeks. A few of you will know myself and my family went through something massive and major changes about 5-6 years ago. And it ended up in legal battles, and we fought stuff. Something has triggered in me in the last couple of weeks, because while we were in that business, we made friends with other business owners, and one of our friends is going through something similar that we went through 5-6 years ago. So it's kind of like it has brought this stuff back to the surface for me, and triggered some emotions around that, and I'm doing the work on that. So thank you, Sandra. She is very, very strong lady. All right. So I choose not to give in to that energy, but I also choose to do the work on it rather than just shut it down and ignore it. But we all go through things and we help each other through it. Surround yourself with like minded people, people that understand you, people that will give and take, not necessarily the take, take, take. And like I was saying before, and I think I got a little bit sidetracked, I've spoken about these different energies. And unfortunately, this year, we are going to find more of those lower vibration victim like energies come out the woodwork and be in heightened. Okay. Set your boundaries. Know how far you're willing to go. Know that you can't keep treading water or treading on eggshells to protect other people. And it's taken me a good week, because something triggered me about nearly a week ago while I was away, with posts on Facebook that made me step back and go, do I really want to sit in this energy anymore? Can I keep sitting in this energy? It needs to change. And when it's always thrown in your lap and you're expected to do the work, and, it's carrying people all the time, you can't keep doing that. So no matter what you are doing in your life, find your balance. Please, please choose you, do you, okay? I unfortunately have let people just recently, and I know there's lessons in this for me, and it's all a part of, and I believe we go through things for a reason. Like Robin, she's been through heaps with her health, massive stuff, but what she does moving forward, I honestly feel from the bottom of my heart, is going to be massive in the way that she helps other people. And I'm a big believer, we need to go through things in our life and experience it, like myself and my husband with our business a few years ago, to help other people come through similar situations. Their situations might not always be the same, but their lessons could be very similar, and that you can relate to in that way. Lee's saying, I'm fighting depression and always eating dishonor. I've been fighting this on and off all my life. 8 years ago, my depression almost took my life, but I came back fighting even stronger than before. I know I will win in the long run. Perfect, hun. Well done. Because you have focus. You're determined not to give in. My feeling, honey, if you don't mind me going into this a bit further, is there is a trigger for you, and it goes back into your earlier life, and sometimes it can even go back into our past life. And this is why I have put this epic life 6-week program together, where I work on one-on-one people, and love going into finding what the triggers are, the habits, the changing of the mindset, and all that stuff. And I'm not here to push my my services, but Spirit is really just pushing the frustration that is building at the moment. And I know it's not just me that is feeling this frustration. And I know some of these people that have triggered this in my life at the moment will see this video. And I'm so sorry if this offends you, but it's not my issue anymore. I can't keep carrying those energies to make change, all right, to help you through it, to get you to where you need to be, especially when people aren't invested in themselves, okay? Sandra says, someone messaged me last night and turned everything around and laid the blame on me. Honey, that doesn't surprise me at all. What we need to do then is put that mirror in between us and them and reflect that energy back at them, so they are getting a reflection back of their own energy. I like to think you're giving them a lesson. You're teaching them a lesson of their own energy type of thing. You're showing them what it is they are putting on you. So we can, as individuals, and I want to bring that back into us now rather than looking at the victim energies, we have choices in our lives too, and it is very much about how we move forward. Do we choose to nurture ourselves? do we choose to love ourselves enough to put ourselves first and bring that balance back in? Because when we have balance in our lives, spiritually, emotionally, physically, the magic will happen. Okay. And I love the way these other people come into our lives to test us, and it will happen at times. But it's, we've got to stop trying to please people, and we've got to stop saying yes to those things that don't serve a purpose in our lives or work within our foundation, so to speak. So setting our boundaries, and I do feel that when I'm sending off, I want to actually say it's probably 3 messages today that I'm going to feel much lighter by making this choice to put me first and realize I can't do it. I feel lighter already, but it's just putting it in order with that. Cheryl says, I totally agree with you, Lan. I'm letting people go and they are not authentic and draining me. We are seeing so much more of this at the moment. And I feel like this is a push that we're all needing to go, shit, I can't keep doing this. I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I just feel like I want to sleep all day at the moment. That's how exhausted I am. So Cheryl says, I'm surrounding myself with positive people that lift me and sorry, that just went off the screen. Lift me, and they are there for the right reasons. Time to be happy and live with purpose. Exactly, honey. Well said. And sometimes we just need these little reminders. And I think this is why Spirit has pushed me to go live, because I'm not one to air my laundry and my grievances on Facebook or social media in any way. I will deal with it personally in the background. And Deidre, hey honey, so it sounds like certain people are really draining you due to taking advantage of your massive heart. That's it, hun. And that's exactly what it comes down to, because that lower vibration people, and some of those people get stuck in that energy and they don't mean to be, will pull on our energy because they like to sit in our energy because we have a big loving heart and we are more in a loving balance as well. My mum says, I feel like I need to sleep as well. Yeah, and I think this weather that we're experiencing at the moment is certainly playing a part of that, because I don't think I have spoken to a person recently that in this last couple of weeks, with the way this weather's so up and down, that has said they're full of energy. All right. So I think that's taking a thing as well. Past trauma, I've forgiven people for my past who hurt me. For that was the only way I set myself free from the hate. Yeah. But sometimes little triggers can take us back into that. Like I said, a friend of ours is going through something that we went through a while back, and that has sort of triggered some emotion in me that I thought I had dealt with and very much got on top of back when it happened as well. So little things will come up, and it's really important to take note of those things as they come up rather than continually to suppress them, sort of thing. So whether, you sit and you let that emotion out, you scream, you kick your feet, whatever, or do the writing, whatever it is that works for you, you need to do. So for me today, with my aha moment, is realizing my body is reacting to those energies and I need to cut those cords and set it free. Now, in doing that, it doesn't need to be done within heightened energy. It is done from a space of love and wishing well, sort of thing. So if you're finding yourself going through things as well, take the time to cut those cords emotionally, physically, and energetically, and release it with love. I just had Spirit move over there near the curtain and catch my attention. So I feel very much like I'm on the right path, and this is well and truly needed as well. So whether it's, just for me, and I don't mean to come on here and rant, but I did get the reference from Spirit, you need to share this emotion, share the frustration, share the aha moment as well. So I want to say, take time for yourself. Do the meditation or whatever it is that you do to clear your mind and open yourself up. come up with the little mantras that remind you, I am love, I am good enough, I am, my diva, I am rich, whatever it is that you need to put in place. I am standing my power. I love my body. One thing that I realized today is we do hold on to weight, and it is a protection thing. And for women, it is mainly around the stomach, the hips, and the bum area type of thing. But it's all very much around the reproductive area as well, where the creativity, the fear comes from as well, sort of thing. So it is about finding a balance. And I'm going to be saying to myself, and I've already started today, I actually wrote it down here. Body, please shape and shift. I love you. It's okay to release it. Another one was, I love your body. I love you, body. Thank you. It's okay to shape and shift. You no longer need to protect me. So you may want to come up with something that you want to say in your mind. Other people don't need to know you're saying it. Find yourself a little mantra that can help you to remind yourself, because the more we tell ourselves this stuff, the more we release it and let go of the negativity and what no longer serves a purpose. Okay, so Sandra says, geez, this sounds like you are talking about me. And this is the thing, Spirit was pushing this. This is the frustration that I have been feeling, and having that aha moment when I did do a meditation and realized what is going on. I've been frustrated for nearly a couple of weeks, and a certain day set something off and it's just growing from there. So really, some people think I'm an easy pushover and they want to call all sorts of shots. It is, honey, it's about standing in our power, and it's about taking back that control, resetting our boundaries with people. And unfortunately, honey, like myself, and you've got a very big heart as well as many others are here in the comments that I can see, find ourselves letting people get away with this until it gets out of control in that sense. And a lot of you have heard me say this year is very much about choosing us, bringing that nurturing back within ourselves, looking at what our purpose is, what we're passionate about, what our needs are. And when we do that, the energy is going to flow, because we're bringing more balance back into our lives in that way. Deidre says, you can phone me anytime to help release those emotions. Thank you, honey. I'm always here for you, and vice versa, hun. So, and that is the thing. It is about those relationships. Now, Deidre is somebody, and I'm sure she's not going to mind me saying this, somebody I met probably, 7-8 years ago at a course, at an intuitive course with Cheryl Lee Harnish. And we built up a lovely friendship. Now, that friendship I respect, but Deidre also knows that I am busy, and I know she's busy. She's got her family and stuff going on in her life as well. But when we do connect, we pick up like it was yesterday, and it's easy. There's no, we listen to each other. There's no judgment. There's not the frustration. We're not trying to please each other or put ourselves out that doesn't suit us in that sense. And that's the way a true friendship should be. And I always say we have, our blood relatives, and we have our spiritual family and friends, sort of thing as well. So I'm sorry, Romred, I'm not sure what that is, hun. And there is a mosquito here that's going to annoy me. So it is surrounding ourselves with those like-minded people. And yes, one of us may go through something and the other one will help. But it's exactly beautiful. I love you. Oh, thank you, honey. I love you too. It is very much the same. So, if Deidre's going through something, I'm happy to sit and listen, give advice if she needs it, or whatever is needed at that time, rather than be the person that does all the chasing, the organising, listening and putting in where needed, but the patterns never change. Damn, I missed the mosquito. It's a big juicy one too. So it's like we do need to surround ourselves more and more as we're going through these changes with the right people. And that's one thing I love about this community, because we are all very supportive of each other and very understanding as well in that. And we all go through things. And I think, was it last Wednesday? There was somebody in the show that was going through things, and the love and the support that was coming up from people that never even had met this person. I think it was actually a first timer or somebody that was only new to my shows. And the way that the support and the love came through was just absolutely amazing. And that's what we need. We need to sit in that loving energy. We need to stop judging everybody and become more aligned in that loving, hey Samara, loving energy and understanding and supportive, rather than the in heightened attacking energy that is going on. And I'm not going to get started with with everything that I'm seeing on social media, because I'm sick and tired of people. Yes, say your opinion, but stop pushing it on people. Understand everybody has their own opinion, and we do what is right for us as individuals, but support each other in the way we're doing it. If we can support and love each other and sit in that loving energy more and spread that energy, can you imagine what the world's going to be like? Because I think it'd be a really amazing place, rather than this in heightened lower vibration that we are sitting in. And unfortunately, we're going to see more and more of that energy come to the forefront, but we can reflect it back and not take it on. All right, guys and girls. Thank you, Samara. You may need to catch the replay, honey. I kind of had a bit of a rant. I've had a bit of an aha moment at the moment, as well as the frustration that has now been building for a good couple of weeks. And I think for me, I'm at that stage. I know I've got to walk away because I can't keep doing it. I'm exhausted. Look, there goes my body. I'm just starting to think about it. My body is tensing up and my shoulder is starting to burn. So that is just confirmation that I can't keep doing those things. So take a look at your life. Look at the people that are in it. Do you need to cut those cords? Do you need to let people know, go and put space between yourselves because they no longer serve a purpose? All right. Stop. Let's make each other a promise. Let's stop trying to please everybody else, and let's take a moment to each day take a step back and reflect on our own lives, our own needs personally, and move forward in the way that works for you and brings balance in as well. Okay. I absolutely love my work. And yes, with different clients, different people go through different things. And, even like when I get into cold cases and murders and stuff like that, that stuff is really heavy. But I can quite easily detach myself from that energy. And I need to thank my mum for that, because I think that's a skill she embedded in me back in my childhood when I was playing basketball, and she was yelling at me on the side of the court to do this and that. And I learned to shut mum's voice out in those moments. Sorry, mum, I know I'm admitting that in public, and I know you know that. I'd hear my coach, but I would not hear my mum, sort of thing. So, it's skills that we develop and learn from along the way that help us to move forward. And it's taking those skills, those tools. And thank you, Cheryl. You too. Take care. She's just saying take care to everybody that's not actually scrolling up at the moment. Here it comes. So let's start pulling on those skills that we have, because we really have more skills than we realize. It just takes the testing times to realize that we need to make change, set our boundaries, stand in our own power and do us, rather than trying to do everybody else. I love the signs. I got 1111 on my computer here in the background with the numbers as well. 1313 is there as well. Roz is here. Hey, honey, I'm actually just about to finish up. I do need to check Renmark dates with you too, before I start advertising that as well. So she's just finished a previous live stream that dropped me out. Gotta love technology. All right, on that note, hun, I am leaving. Thank you, everybody, for listening to my rant. Hopefully, I have given you some insight to what's going on energetic-wise and bring the focus back into you. Don't forget to join Roz and I at 8:30 tonight on My Time TV. We will be answering questions there. Sandra says, me too, had enough. Take care of yourself, Leanne. Honestly, I think the world of you. Oh, honey, I think the world of you too. You are such a beautiful, gorgeous soul and have such a big heart as well. And this is the thing. We, with big hearts, and sitting more in that higher vibration energy, see the good in people. We sit back and we view people and we watch people rather than get drawn into that lower vibration energy. And that's what I love, the way people stand out like that. And you are certainly one, honey, as well. Ross says, I didn't know it's just mine, but your sound is like, shoveling bubble. Okay, I'm not too sure what's going on there, hum. All right, beautiful people. Deidre says, wasn't a rant. You are still teaching others as they too are watching and listening to your story. Thank you, honey. And that's why Spirit does push me to share these things as they come up as well. If you'd like to make some changes in your life and you're fed up, maybe check out my Epic Life program, a 6-week program on my website, leannewinston.com, under workshops. Take care. Lots of love out to everybody. Enjoy this beautiful overcast day and stay cool and stay safe. Bye for now.